All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on, set, 30 base.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Fournette, a first down carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Jaguar first down. We go! 15, run, 59.
Fournette running out of the gun. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 7, Minshew. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Minshew sets to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football.
There he goes, left side. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 96 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Throwing on second down. Minshew completes it to Lee. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down and 4, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Seth DeValve, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Should use the mic. General West. Hey, pick up. Hurry. Ready?
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Hines. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And he connects with Ebron. A good pickup there at 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes... the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. It's caught by Funchess. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Brissett now. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw, Brissett. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Vinatieri's kick is good. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
And after the made field goal, here's Adam Vinatieri to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Matchbox light. Under that.
They'll run with Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. On the crossing route, complete. It's Lee. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Let's go.
Complete to Marquise Lee. A gain of 15. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. I got it. Bye-bye.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brissett. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go. Tight end right. 4 down.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Minshew over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pierre Desir able to get a hand in and make that play.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. This is Fournette. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Jaguar first down. Here we go, here we go. 18 Gators. 36, go.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now Fournette. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Fournette running right. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On the ground with a tight end. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal? Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. They'll run on first down. Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On third down. It's Hines, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Fourth down, Brissett. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's me and you. Check nickel. Kill.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get it.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
You got it. You got it.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Minshew. On the crossing route, complete. That's Lee. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Check 3. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Tight end right.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Go! 10 Lobo. Come on, let's go. Yeah.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Jaguars, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.